They're just opinions, so don't take it personally. Just because we don't like it, you can still be happy. Enjoy what you like, you're an adult. Yeah. BWN Productions, mass bus props and costume work. If you want a monster name, contact BWN Productions. Fast custom shirts, hundreds of t-shirts, all at reasonable prices. If you need custom work, contact Fast Custom Shirts. Grab a cold one and get ready for the show. It's intended for mature audiences because we kid and joke. Boy God is here and so is Tom and Joe.
Hundreds of t-shirts, all at... Oh, Christ. Such a catchy fucking song, Joe. I lose track of everything.
BOYGOB is here
And you know where else BOYGOB was, Joe?
in Irving, Texas, Tom.
That's correct, Joe, for the Halloween Expo.
At the Irving Convention Center.
Yeah, I always call it Irving or Irvine for some reason. I heard some other people doing that fucking shit too. I guess we're all just dumb.
Gotta agree, because there's no E at the end of it.
I know.
Anyway,
There's a G.
there's it. That's why.
Looks kind of the same if you're drunk and doing a headstand, I guess. But
Yeah, well, nobody was doing that, though.
nobody was doing that, though.
Yeah, I mean, the show was the show. We sold what we could and stood how we stood. And yeah.
Yeah, it was a different feel than Frightmare. That's for sure. Like I always said, oh, Frightmare just feels like another convention show now or at a convention center, but yeah, I don't know. Frightmare does have a little bit of a different feel.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know, more I don't know, friendly. Maybe that's a word I could use.
Yeah, this crowd's different. You know, they're I don't know, man, because I don't think like most of the people there are industry people. You know, it did. You know, from the looks of them, maybe there's some people that work as haunters. You know, as the people that jump out and boo. You know, at people, and
They're called scare actors.
Scare actors, exactly. Yes, that's on their IMDb. Their scare acting techniques and stuff like that. But
IHDB.
But you know, they were just there looking around. Where at Frightmare, you know, people walk around. They're saying, you know, I came to get down. I came to get down. You know. Yeah. See, that shit's like magic. Tom just had to get up his feet and jump around.
Hurt a little bit, but I did it.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's good that you got that exercise.
Fuck yeah! Now I'm winded. Excuse me.
Yeah. I don't know. You know. I don't know.
Yeah. We stayed at the hotel in the same room, like a couple of fruits, but at the hotel across from the convention center that at Frightmare, usually that's why everybody's partying and getting liquored up. Not this time, Joe.
No, I mean, I did my best, but when it's that slow, it's kind of like, well, I'm drinking kind of slow, I suppose, you know. Yeah, just sat out in the old rocking chairs for a bit, you know. I went down and tried to mingle with a few people that were down there, you know, and just kind of listened to some haunter talk for a while, and this, well, all right. Admittedly, I wasn't in the best of moods because I had a lot of shit to get done at the shop, and I would have rather been working at the shop, to be honest with you. That's not a slight on this show or anybody associated with it. I just had way too much going to really think much about anything else, you know?
I mean, yeah, the show's put together and run well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, nobody's really coming and spending any money. And not to sound fucking like a dick, but that's kind of why we're there.
Yeah, and I like at this show, I never know what to take. I don't know what's gonna move and what's not. I don't know if they're there for movie stuff or stuff that says spooky sayings. I brought some books about hauntings and shit. But I guess they're not really into real hauntings, or spirits of the night or anything like that. So that didn't go well. I sold maybe 3 books total and 0 movies.
To be fair, the movies you brought, extremely niche.
They are very niche, but that's what we're known for. That is just the BOYGOB style, and we were there promoting BOYGOB, and fuck yeah, it worked because we got 2 new subscribers.
Thank you.
And so
thank you.
Yeah.
And shout out to Super Nintendo Neo Geo. We appreciate you coming by.
Oh, yeah. It was good to meet you, man.
Always good to see you, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, I think this is the end of me trying to give a fuck about haunted house shit, because I just fail at it like everything else. Like, I have so much leftover stuff that I just, made for these haunted house shows. And it's always the thing, you get back home, unpack, and it's just a good old parade of depression when you just line all these masks back up. And sure did come back with a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is probably not a show I'll be doing again. Like I said, it's they run it well, it's nice and everything, but I just don't think it's something that my product is, people aren't clamoring for it at this show, so hopefully I'm just as busy next year when I don't do it, so I don't just sit at the shop by myself thinking, man, I should have done that show. That's probably the way it'll go because, that's life.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I make masks and I ate a fucking dick, so maybe I just fucking suck. I mean, I have a unique style and all that shit. I get it, but you can only fail for so long until you jump there, Joe.
Because you came to get down? You came to get down? Oh, shit. But anyway, Tom, other than that, the rest of the week, I've just been busting my ass, I guess, the past 2 days, in this glorious heat we're having. So, yes, it is a good time at the shop, but I'm getting shit done. So, the heat I can handle. It's not the fucking cold. I just, I'm fucking going with shitloads of water bottles and stuff. And,
You got your little hand fan?
I bought this little cooling, like, spot cooler thing, but there's so many things you got to do. It's like, here's this filter. Throw that filter in the freezer. Well, okay. Well, it happens to fit in the little fridge freezer that I have there. And it says, fill this with cold water and ice cubes. I don't have no fucking ice cubes at the shop, and I'm going to go buy a bag of ice, but I do want to try this little thing out, It wasn't expensive because I'm not going to go and buy some real fucking expensive thing and figure out, well, I can't even use this at the shop, So
just buy a bag of ice when you pick up your morning beer. It's not that hard.
Just fucking carry it on my shoulders all day.
I mean, it's not that heavy. Or, I mean, to put in the fucking machine or whatever.
I know what you're saying, Tom. I get it. I get it. So yeah, just printing stuff up for KillerCon this weekend in Austin, Texas, and then over in Tom's stomping ground.
Well, before we get to that, Joe, or I guess we'll talk about it next week. I guess it's going to be a pretty big weekend for you, Joe.
Well, I should have fun, if nothing else. Yeah. But anyway, Tom, how was your past 2 days of a week been?
I mean, less stressful for sure. This past weekend, I was getting fucking stressed out from all over the place. But yesterday got some stuff worked out, and other personal stuff is better back at home. Just more fucking doctor's appointments coming up, and I had my finally, Joe, after setting up an appointment at the beginning of the year, I finally got in to see the rheumatologist today.
For your rheumatoids.
That's right, Joe. She seemed pretty shocked at some stuff.
Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. She's like, oh, wow, I can hear that clicking from over here. I'm at the age now where it's kind of unsettling because the doctors are around about the same age I am or a little younger.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh boy. I mean, they went to school, so I gotta trust them, I guess. But it's just it's a weird thing. But yeah, right after they were just like, all right, let's get a bunch of blood work, even though I had blood work done at the beginning of the year. And then it's like, all right, we're going to send you down, get some x-rays of your back, get some x-rays of your foot, and then we're going to schedule you for an MRI on your hands. Oh, terrific. I can't wait. So I got that on the 4th, and we'll see how shitty my hands are because said, oh yeah, somebody in their 30s and 40s shouldn't really be going through this. So see how fucked I
am. Good luck, man. After these next couple of weeks, I'm going to schedule a doctor appointment because I haven't in the past 2 years because my doctor moved his practice somewhere else. But yeah, fucking, they found me. Hey, that means just that he didn't have enough patients, wherever he moved to. So, like, okay, this dude was all right, I guess. So I'll go and get checked out for my annual checkup, and we'll see. I got some shit wrong with me, but I'm a fucking old man,
I do.
And I've been trying to exercise and eat better because I'm very conscious of my age, and well, yeah, that's it. Just trying to prolong this fucking miserable life.
Yeah. I don't know. It's life. You think shit's gonna get better, but it kind of just stays the same. Maybe maybe you're lucky and it gets better. I don't know, Joe.
Yeah.
Well, I just got a shitty brain that always fucking thinks the worst and puts me through fucking misery. It probably doesn't need to, but it is what it is. Deal with it the best I can, Joe.
That's all you can do, Tom. All you can do.
Let's see. Anything else worth a fuck? You too, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Pretty sure that's George. I'm pretty sure I asked him before, but Mr. Toxic Drip, just in case you aren't. Hello, but I'm pretty sure it is. All right, Joe. I don't know what the fuck I want to start out with. I always feel like, the intro's supposed to be the warm up a little bit. But no, now we gotta completely switch to, let's try and make a halfway funny, entertaining fucking review of a movie nobody cares about. Oh, it's just two dickheads sitting in the dark. All right, click off, thumbs down, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's why I left a little more light on.
Damn.
Because yes, looking at these things and things I got to start doing different, Tom. Like ease up on the cursing.
I was gonna say just double down and fuck it.
Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, hey, maybe that'll fucking grab the people just with some wild ass shit and trying not to say certain things like rape.
Or the gay F word.
Like what?
But we'll get to that.
Oh shit, I hope not. That wouldn't I can't say that. I mean you could. Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess who gives a fuck? No, we kind of got to save that till the end just to flow with the. I wasn't. Well, let's just get Fantastic Four out of the way because who really gives a shit? Anybody who fucking cares about it's already seen tons and tons of reviews by now. So I mean, fuck it. Let's just do it because I don't really give a shit. It's a very okay what you would expect MCU movie, Joe.
So, yeah, this is our fourth? 1, 2, 3, 4 Fantastic Four review out of all the iterations and shit.
No, this is the fifth.
Fifth, okay. So the thing is, like, I wasn't gonna go to the theater to see this one. So this is all Tom's review because Tom, he had reserved tickets from way back, like a year back.
Like 4 years back.
And he was never a big Fantastic Four guy until it was revealed that Ben Grimm was Jewish, and then he was all about it.
And then I just felt obligated so people wouldn't call me anti-Semitic.
Right.
But I like the thing! You say this, but I like the thing!
So, Tom, you get there to the theater, there's a long line, even though everybody's reserved their tickets and stuff. So
concession stand. I ran into one of the ladies who worked at the post office. It's always weird when you see people outside of their job. Then, we said our pleasantries. Oh, hello, how are you doing? You look different in street clothes. Oh, yeah, hey, but you're not covered in paint. All right. Says, all right, you have a good day and all that. And then it turns out we were sitting right next to each other in the theater because it was pretty packed.
You should have took some packages to pass.
Hey, can you just, I don't want to fucking, please. I know you're here with your family, but.
You got any stamps on you?
So, Fantastic Four, first steps, because.
Are you going to show us that popcorn bucket?
Sure. Oh, shit, I might have some papers that can't be seen. I'll show you as much of the popcorn bucket as I can without seeing, because I use it to hold, like, papers and documents and shit.
Yeah, well, wrong movie, but, I'm sure that you got that discount. But
shit, no, I didn't. I got that the fucking probably before the movie came out. Random bucket. And I did, Joe. Then the movie sucked all the dicks on the block. But this one's better. So no origin of the Fantastic Four. It starts out fucking talk show, and you see a bunch of fucking like pretty much the story of the Fantastic Four condensed up into this point. You see, I think the monsters Oog, that one of the mole man's fucking creatures. I think it's the first fucking issue where like that thing's coming out of the ground like, oh, I'm gonna get you Fantastic Four. I'm a big frog poo-poo monster or something.
The cover, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, they recreate that, and it was cool to see that monster. You see one of Red Ghost apes getting kicked off a fucking building or some shit. Then Mole Man pops up, and I wanted to see Mole Man on screen for a while. We kind of got him as the jeweler, but turns out I didn't really want that shit because it fucking sucks, Joe. He just comes off as like a scummy, maybe a diddler kind of used car salesman, and the only thing he has in common is he lives under the fucking ground and he has those glasses. Like, you needed to Danny DeVito some motherfucker up like they did in fucking Batman with some big nose, just a fucking wet-mouthed ghoul and his stupid little stick. He had fucking pinky rings and a shitty fucking suit. It was like, all right, you may or may not be Wings Hauser's son, but fuck this Mole Man. Starts out, Sue Storm's fucking pregnant. They're all like, oh, I can't believe it. We've been trying so long and we're finally pregnant. And then the fucking Lady Silver Surfer comes down and she says, hey, and then flies away. So they say, well, shit, we got to get in a spaceship and find out who this Galacticus guy is and see if we can talk some sense into him. So they just happen to fucking find him. They go aboard his ship and they say, hey, Galactopus, can you not eat our planet and shit? I guess, but you're going to have to give me that unborn baby. They say, nah, and then run away. She gives birth in the fucking spaceship when they're trying to outrun the fucking Silver Surfer and do all this wacky shit like that's possible. But I mean, it's a super godling baby, so sure, I can buy it because I know the backstory of this fucking little baby boy. So they come back down to Earth, and there's a, hey, are we good? No. So then they got to find out how to fucking get Galacticus out and just get him out. We don't want him here. Get out. Go back to Uganda. How are they going to do it? Probably a fucking dumb way. Find out in Marvel's First Steps Fantastic 14. Yeah, it was, I mean, it's MCU-ified fucking Fantastic Four. Go ahead.
The past two movies, we've seen Galaga as a storm cloud or a fucking,
which is fucking awesome.
So, like, now you actually see him, right, in the fucking fork head costume. And all that. So can you give us a little of the Galaga voice?
I'm so hungry. I want some food. No, Joe. It was more like this. Oh, I'm so hungry. I want some food. Let me taste that. Baby.
Was he wearing a dress?
A little flapper in front of his peenie. There was the fucking scene that took place on Halloween. Old Herpy was carving up a pumpkin, and there was some old 90s fucking Halloween cutouts in the back, and the Thing mask the kids were wearing I thought was really cool, but I mean, Galactus doesn't come off as this all-powerful fucking thing. He just comes off as a giant guy in a giant ship. Fuck yeah, chasing after a kid. Oh, is Victor Salva playing Galactus? Kinda. Silver Surfer like shows way more emotion than fucking Silver Surfer should. It like screams and fucking gets depressed and sad. It's weird. It just probably shouldn't be. I mean, Galactus shows a little more emotion than he probably should too, because it's just like, I'm just so tired, so tired of the hunger. She's like, shut up, you're a force of nature, you fuck. Go eat shit. You don't give a fuck to talk about. You're just gonna eat this. You can just take the baby, disappear it. Like, oh shit, where did our baby go? Oh, I don't know. Galactus took it. He's this big, powerful thing, but it's just a giant guy in this. Yeah, thing looked weird. Like, you have to be really, really good CGI, especially for this big budget of a movie, for me not to mention it just because of what I do. But it just, the movements were kind of clunky. The voice still fucking sucks. He shouldn't be this fucking soft-spoken guy. I don't know what fucking MCU thing is. Oh, we gotta make them gentle giants. His name's Ted, you see. He brews coffee. He's a gentle giant. It's fine. It wasn't, oh, fuck yeah, MCU's back. I give a fuck again. It wasn't terrible. It was exactly what you would expect.
Well, I mean, like I didn't know this until a couple of days ago, but I saw that your gal is on there playing not Alicia Masters. You know who I'm talking about, right, Tom?
Yeah, the fucking
Talking about
lady from Freeway 2. What the fuck is her name?
Natasha Leone.
There you go. I mean, she doesn't really have much to do. It's more just, not this fucking bitch again. Just the fucking cornball. I just don't go for that fucking. Oh yeah, I talk like this. See, all right then. All right then. I was gonna say something that'd probably be pretty funny, but you shouldn't say that kind of things about ladies. You can't call them unfuckable, Joe. You just can't do it. It's whatever. I mean, it's whatever. I don't give a fuck about Doomsday, really. I don't give a fuck about Secret Wars. It's just, oh, but they're gonna have the fucking X-Men from the the Fox X-Men movies suck all the fucking dicks.
Doomsday's the guy that killed Superman.
Yeah, I know, but somehow fucking Disney and Warner Brothers are fucking coming together, and they're all coming together, Joe. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I thought this might be something, and it was, but it was, at least it wasn't terrible, I guess. Dude didn't come off as Reed Richards to me. The lady who played Invisible Woman, she just looked like she should be in another kind of movie. Another kind of movie that people usually just watch 3 minutes of and then turn off.
Movie. Yes.
It was just that kind of face, and I didn't really buy her as Invisible Woman. She was fine, I guess.
Hair that you can still see some brunette in there somewhere.
I really wasn't paying attention to that.
I don't really know her all that well.
I don't know who any of these fucking people were except that Pedro Pascal guy who I fucking never, I don't think I've seen one of his movies. I just know the name. But then some weird shit was coming out. Like, I was listening to a review on the way up to Dallas, and I couldn't see the shit, but they were talking about like how she's a married woman and pregnant, and they're all rubbing up on each other in interviews and shit, and how it's just fucking weird.
Yeah, there's weird shit about him too, that he just like fucking touches on every woman he sees and blames it on his anxiety or something. I mean, I don't know, I'm not clicking on any of that shit to read it, but it's, popping up in memes, and I like to keep up with the memes and stuff. Yeah, he well, I mean, you're familiar with his work, Tom, because you watched the Baby Yoda show. No?
No, I thought he was a I thought he was this guy Poe Dameron from Star Wars, but it wasn't.
No,
I looked.
Yoda.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he's like in a little fucking shopping cart or something.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch that Mandalorian shit. After the second new Star Wars movie, like I haven't watched anything after that because I just didn't give a fuck. I'm just like, yeah, this shit ain't doing it for me. That's nice. Fucking Luke Skywalker was milking that fucking space llama or whatever shit he was drinking out of the tits. But besides that, I didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah, I told you. The last one I went to see was not by choice, and it was like, yeah, Dutch wanted to go see it, and I'm fucking sitting there. I look over at him. He's fucking asleep. Fuck. You know? But then fucking Princess Layla starts fucking flying through space like Superman. I just started cracking the fuck up. That shit is still thinking about that. That's funny, you know. But people are offended that I'm laughing. What's so funny?
How dare he?
He's gonna wake his boy up.
He's gonna wake the dead with that laughter. Joe, from what I heard, is your laugh would spook the socks off a ghost. You fucking break.
Socks.
I mean, they're usually depicted without feet.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. I'll never watch it again. The end credits thing was just some guy fucking dressed up like Dr. Doom from the back talking to like 4 or 5-year-old Franklin Richards. And for some reason, you just see like a guy bending down in a green fucking sheet that he threw on. I was like, ooh. And he's awkwardly holding the mask. Ooh, and it's not Robert Downey Jr. and he's not like it matters. I wouldn't have been like, oh, well, that made it better. But it's just, yeah. Ooh. And then there was another one, but at that time, Lori and I didn't give a fuck and we just wanted to go.
I will watch it eventually. You know, I watched fucking Miss Marvel. You know, I mean, I had COVID at the time, but yeah, I just watched Shang-Chi.
Shang.
And the Legend of the 12 Rings or whatever the fuck I was. Yeah. So yeah. It's for Tom.
Yeah.
Been fantastic.
Didn't make a list one way or the other. This has not been a great year for me for new movies.
It's been the world's greatest film series, Tom.
I don't know. But Joe, I watched another 2025 movie. I figured, hey, nothing's going on at this fucking convention, so why don't I take advantage of this free HBO Max? And I watched The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Have you heard of it?
I had not heard of this one, Tom.
Spoiler alert. Alert. Spoiler alert, Joe. This one ain't making a fucking list one way or the other either. Starts out fucking Porky Pig and Daffy Duck. They're baby orphans about to get eaten by wolves. And then like some kind of fucking SpongeBob flapjack cutaway style animated character. He's this farmer guy. He takes the fucking duck and pig in, raises them to fucking be who they are, and then he dies and leaves them the house. And he says, hey, remember, boys, Stick together and take care of your home, which is good advice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought after that, all right, this is setting up to be like, maybe this is gonna be deeper than just a Looney Tunes movie. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. And you flash forward and their house is fucking half garbage, of course, because Porky Pig is fucking keeping up and Daffy Duck doesn't give a shit. It's the day of the annual home inspection, because that's a thing. So, yeah, it doesn't pass inspection because a meteor crashed through their roof and there's a fucking hole in it. And it turns out an alien came to Earth, Joe, and it lands in this bubble gum factory and it's making bubble gum that turns the people who chew it into zombies. So now it's up to Daffy and Porkums to save the world from zombies.
What was the title of the movie again?
The Day the Earth Blew Up.
Oh, so they're trying to blow up the Earth, these aliens?
Spoiler alert, Joe. Spoiler alert for everybody who gives a shit and doesn't want to be spurled. So, bubblegum zombies, yes?
Mm-hmm.
It turns out that this alien was trying to get everybody to chew my bum.
British kink.
So they could put a big bubble around the world, because around the earth, not the world. You can call it the world, but it's around the earth. This big bubble gum is gonna go around the earth because a meteor is coming to Earth, and the alien was actually trying to save the Earth, Joe, because it loves boba tea. And this is the fucking place to get it. But, you know, the pig and the duck, they're like, oh, this is fucked. We got to go up and pop the fucking thing, because they're dumb. And, you know, the fucking alien just could have told them, but then we wouldn't have this misdirect in the movie. So now, oh, how are we going to save the earth? I don't really remember. I think maybe it gets broken up or something, but they do. Who gives a fuck? It was a Looney Tunes movie. If you like the Looney Tunes, you'll like the movie. Started out with promise, and that was about it. It was a fucking 2025 movie if I've ever seen one. And I've seen two.
Well, I mean, the interesting thing to me is that in the Looney Tunes universe, the Earth, unlike ours, is round.
No shit. That's weird, right? Well, it is a cartoon.
That's true. That's true.
And something else about this movie, like a lot of the female humans, they were drawn very buxom. They used to not do that kind of thing. I guess the fucking Ren and Stimpy guy got hired again.
Did we have any cameo appearances from other Looney Tune characters?
Yeah, what the fuck is the name? Porkette? What is it? Petunia.
Petunia, yeah.
That's it.
It's like Foghorn Leghorn, their neighbor or anything?
No, they couldn't afford him.
Right.
Yeah, it was if you like Looney Tunes humor, it got sort of adult in some parts, like Porkums tripped and Petunia's mouth, or Petunia's foot went in his mouth, and he just kept sucking on it, and it looked like there was a bunch of jizz on her foot. But I guess it was, man, this Quentin Tarantino guy, he just likes going into other people's movies and directing a scene.
Guess so.
Remember in Sin City when Bruce Willis started sucking fucking Mickey Rourke's foot?
Do you remember that? I found it kind of odd.
But it was in the comic book, so
yeah.
had to
Source material. Well, Tom, me always trying to be on top and plan for this podcast that we do. I was thinking, well, what movie series or what are we gonna do next? And I thought, well, shit, here's something I've never seen, and this was a franchise that went a while. So I watched Scary Movie. Have you heard of this one,
Joe? Not only have I heard of this one, but I've seen it.
All right, well, they made 5 of them, Tom, and I managed to avoid all of them for all this time. And then as I'm like delving into this, and it's like, oh shit, Keenan Ivory Wayans directed this. So it's got to be fucking all right, He directed "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker," and that's fucking classic, That shit I watched again and again. Funny shit, right?
Yeah.
But he did not write this. There was 2 other younger Wayans that wrote this, which I guess is okay because this is a movie for a younger crowd, a crowd of the time, early 2000s, I guess, is when this came out. I don't fucking know. Maybe the earliest it was 1998, but I'm sure it was like 2002 or something. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter, Tom. This movie is what they call a spoof, a parody, not spoof like the Image comic that came out for like 1 or 2 issues, or maybe that was called Boof. I don't know. But I imagine that sucks just as bad as this. This primarily spoofs what the fuck is that movie called?
Scream.
Scream, yes, Scream, and I Know
What you did last sucker.
There's a few other little things that refer to other movies, but it's mainly those 2 movies that this is making fun of or parodying or whatever. You got these group of I don't know.
Call them people, Joe. Don't be a fucking racist your whole life. Just call them people.
You got the virginal girl, and you've got the whore, and then you've got the jock guy, and then you've got the other jock guy who's not so secretly gay in this movie. Because I'll give this movie one thing: there's a lot of gay jokes. They really making fun of the gays in this, but none of it's funny. Unfortunately, maybe it was funny back then. I don't think so. I think it still would have been stupid. There is one scene where a young lady, Tom, is in the movie theater, and she's just talking throughout the movie, and that was okay. I almost laughed at that, but I didn't. That if there was gonna be anything in this movie that was gonna make me laugh, it would have been that. But it didn't quite hit me that way, Tom. Yeah, this shit's not for me. It's I get it. It's for teenagers of the time, or you go to the movies, you fucking pop some pills or whatever, smoke some dope before you go in, and then you're cracking the fuck up because it's just dumb, and you think it's the funniest shit you ever saw, but it's not. Shannon Elizabeth is very pretty, very attractive young lady in this movie. I don't know, like Lisa was here watching with me, and she said, like, what happened to that girl? I said, well, I don't know. She did Frightmare like 3 or 4 years ago, but I don't think I even saw her. And she looked her up, and she does some like safari prevention shit in Africa. So I guess she married like super rich or something.
And Elizabeth?
Yeah.
I remember on the Jay and Silent Bob commentary track that she kind of married a big fat guy who sort of kind of resembles me.
Well, I mean, unlike you, that guy had money, I guess. Or yeah. Sherry O'Terry is in this. You remember her, Tom?
Saturday Night Live. I'm trying to picture the fucking face, but I can't.
Okay.
It was like a Will Ferrell
Yeah,
around that time.
I think maybe the cheerleader shit with Will Ferrell.
Okay.
But I mean, watching her in this movie, I thought, man, she's pretty, But yeah, that's it. This movie's got a couple of pretty girls in it, and it's just dumb, very dumb humor. Very beneath Keenan Ivory Wayans, right on par with Marlon Wayans.
What's his name?
Marlon or Sean Wayans?
Marlon.
And I don't know who the other one is. It Sean Wayans?
I was gonna say Damon Wayans, but that's the funny one.
Yeah,
it might be. I mean, I used to watch the Wayans brothers, but I don't know.
Living Color. I don't know that I should go back and watch it. I don't know.
Yeah, these movies, like all these spoof movies, really, they're made so fucking fast because they're only going to be funny for about 2 months, maybe a year. And that's why new ones just kept coming out. Because it seems like they don't even watch the movies. All right, we've seen the trailers. We got to hurry up and kind of get this out by the time these hit video.
So this movie did start a trend of those, right? I mean, not only its own 5, but
I mean, they're like Airplane and Naked Gun. I'm pretty sure Silence of the Hams came out before this fucking thing.
Yeah, those definitely did, but there wasn't a shitload of copycats.
Like not another teen movie or superhero shit.
Mafia,
Fuck.
You know.
Saw Mafia in theaters because I'm a real piece of shit. What an unfunny fucking movie that was.
Yeah, I know there's a superhero one. There's, they did a shitload of these. And like you said, they were just like cranking them out. Let's make some fucking money. And eventually they just started to come directly to video, and they just flooded the fucking, 3 for 30, Hollywood video shit. And yeah, it was never something I was interested in watching. But after watching it now, no, this is not going to be the series that we talk about next. And I don't know what it is going to be, but I'm trying.
You had 8 weeks, Joe.
Yeah, well.
You should pick like the ones like the superhero movie and the disaster movie to see if those hold up any better.
No, I mean, I didn't want to. That's a lot of things to consider, and I thought, well, maybe one of us will die, and we won't even have to do another series. But that didn't happen, so now I got to think.
Joe, I got good news for you. Both of us will die. It's just when, or when, as some people say. And they'll also say wind, but there isn't an H after that, you stupid fucking bitch.
Right, wind.
My arthritis. Oh, fuck. All right. Maybe, I don't know, Joe. It doesn't fucking matter. Hey, Joe, I watched Rambo 3. You remember this one? It's not called First Blood Part 3 because they said, oh, yeah, this is getting pretty dumb. Let's just call it Rambo 3.
Right, because he had already drew First Blood in the first movie.
And then he drew Part 2 in the second movie.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, he doesn't draw anything because he's preoccupied in Thailand, Joe. And there's only two things that you're preoccupied with in Thailand, and both of them involve sexual deviancy. Fortunately for us, Joe, old Rambo started hanging around young boys, and he's floating down the river, making his money in back alley fights. And we don't see how he spends the rest of his time, but we can only assume, Joe. We can only assume. So when he's not tucked away in a back room of this fucking monastery he's helping out at, uh, I don't know. The fucking Dick Crenna comes back from the last one and he's with the motherfucking dad from that 70s show. Ah, Rambo, listen, you gotta save Afghanistan from the Russians. This is your fight now, you fuck. I don't wanna. All right, then we'll talk to you later. And then old Dick Crenna gets captured by the Russians.
Damn it.
And now Rambo has to team up with the one person who would, no, you can't say that, but he teams up with Osama bin Laden to save Afghanistan. And yeah, this movie it doesn't age well because of that tragedy. I forget what it is, but it was something happened. The first one had more than just an action movie going for it. This one does too, but that something more is complete ridiculousness. So, if you like ridiculous shit, that'll kind of gauge how much you like this movie. So far, out of the three, this is the worst one, but it does have its moments for sure. It just it doesn't age well because he's saving Afghanistan from the Russians. Forget all the lurid things he's doing in Thailand. But yeah, it's there's some fucking fun stuff in here. It's good that old fucking Dick Crenna finally gets his fucking balls kicked in for all the bullshit he was doing in the last couple movies. But yeah, it's definitely not the best. Uh I've seen all the Rambo movies and I'm going to finish watching the other two, but yeah, I'm going to say this is probably the worst one.
It is. It is definitely the worst one. It's so bad. I don't remember very much about it except for him fighting a helicopter. Uh,
I mean, he teams up with a little kid too. Little fucking Pipchar or whatever the fuck his name is. Oh yes, I want to fight too. I am not going back, Indy. I will help you. And then he ends up getting shot through the fucking testicles. So Rambo has to fucking throw him over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes and let's get back, little Pipchar. You remind me of little Ming Ming back in Thailand. Pats him on the ass.
ball shot kid in one arm, fucking rocket launcher in the other.
Yep. But I mean, if you like fucking like wild, ridiculous, what the fuck is this shit? It's worth watching, but there's some slow parts, but there's some all right shit, none of which I can really remember. It's just just the all-encompassing ridiculousness of the plot, I guess, would be the thing. Because again, 9/11 and all. And Joe, Gosh darn it. This movie's more relevant today than when it was made. Can you believe that shit? We're the fucking monsters. How dare we?
We are.
Turns out, Joe, they're the monsters. The Afghan people, you're the fucking no. I'm sure most of them are okay. There's at least 2 or 3 that are people.
Let's change this live thing to Fox News again. You know, we did it one time and made quite a difference, and I think it could do so again.
Fuck.
Oh, fucking Troutman getting himself in trouble that way.
Hey, rest in empowerment, John McTiernan.
Speaking of trouble, Tom. You like St. Patrick's Day movies?
Joe, not only do I like St. Patrick's Day movies, I love fucking midgets dressed up like leprechauns.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what time of the year it is.
Well, good thing, because I watched a movie that has both. Ryan Reynolds starring in Green Lantern, the extended cut. Have you heard of this one, Tom?
Joe, not only have I heard of this one, but I fucked a midget while watching it.
So this movie started the DCU cinematic universe craze that we are still encountering in theaters to this day, Tom. Now, this movie loosely adapts the Green Lantern comics, Tom. And you're familiar with Green Lantern, aren't you?
Joe, one of my favorites.
Yeah. So this guy, he's a test pilot, Tom, because his daddy was a test pilot too. And one day when he was a child, he saw his daddy wreck his test pilot fucking airplane right into the tarmac ground and explode right in front of this kid. So this kid's just fucking traumatized, Tom. Traumatized. And he's just reckless when he flies his plane. Oh,
he's reckless.
Yeah, I can fucking beat this down barrier. I can go up into orbit in this plane. All I gotta do is shut off the engine and coast it back down. You know, stupid shit like that. Well, it turns out that there's some alien coming to our planet in a big spaceship, you know, and he has this ring on him, Tom. This ring that like lets him do like, I don't know, superhero shit. And that ring needs to find somebody to replace him because he's a space cop, you see. The ring needs to go to somebody else, Tom. Somebody without fear. And Ryan Reynolds, he's just fucking fearless. Reckless, but fearless, you know. So the ring chooses him. I choose you, Ryan Reynolds. And he gets the fucking ring and he'd say, hey, this ring can do magic and shit. And then the ring takes him into space, so he can meet the other space cops, you know.
Starts doing his fucking Princess Leia impersonation.
Yeah. And, you know, there's all kinds of alien cops there, Tom. You know, there's a bird fish man, you know, and there's a big old guy that's training people how to, and then there's a red guy that just doesn't trust him, Tom. A human to bear the Green Lantern ring? This will never hold. Well, Tom, you know, he goes back down to Earth, and, you know, he's supposed to be protecting the Earth, but he's got his doubts, too. And, well, I don't know, this yellow spirit of fear, Tom, is on our planet now. I don't remember how, but it gets inside this old science rival that he has, and it starts making his head a little bigger and giving him telekinetic powers. and like he can like look at somebody and they'll just fly, into the wall or whatever. And you think this guy would use these powers to do some fucking. He'd never been laid, obviously, but no, he just wants to fuck people over. Well, shit, old fucking Green Lantern, the fucking Ryan Reynolds has to fight this guy, and defeat this yellow demon that's inside his head, Tom. Shit, he does. I think. And I don't want to ruin the rest of y'all for any of you that want to see it, because I know nobody.
I don't want to ruin the rest of this for you because the movie does a great job doing that itself.
Yeah. And also, because I don't know, because the movie, it is so dark, I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on half the time. This part, the way Tom's camera there looks, that's the way this movie looks all the way. The figures are kind of in the light, and then
I'd say more like this.
Yeah, like that. And Tom explained to me this is because it was shot for 3D. You go watch this movie in 3D and get an extra special Green Lantern experience.
Well, not only that, but because they had the brilliant idea of making all the suits CGI and it not working well, they had to do something to hide that. And it would have looked weird if it was only done during the scenes where the suit was being worn. I get it. Like, I get the idea of cranking up the contrast because there are some comic panels that are shaded like that. I get it. But having not read a bunch of Green Lantern comics, just kind of knowing it as his pop culture character.
Yeah.
That art style doesn't say, oh yeah, Green Lantern. Sin City, sure. Green Lantern, no.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with Green Lantern, this movie is not going to make you want to rush out and read any comics, for sure. Hal Jordan, the original, not the original, but the Green Lantern of the Silver Age, and for most of my childhood, he's a boring fucking character. Even in the comics, they never knew what to do with this guy, and they finally, let's turn him into a bad guy and give the fucking ring into somebody younger. And that shit worked for me for a while. But then Jeff Johns, Tom, who worked on this movie, decided to bring old Hal Jordan back in the comics. And they're good comics, but I still don't give a shit about the main character. And I don't give a shit about Ryan Reynolds in this movie, or anybody else. It's just, it's lazy. And I did a little reading on it, Tom. The director said, yeah, I probably wasn't the best guy to direct this, because I don't really like comic book movies, and my heart wasn't into it. When I did the James Bond movie, I went back and rewatched all the James Bond movies and read the books and talked to people. I didn't do 1 second of research for this. And he said this shit, so yeah, it shows, buddy. It's not fucking good at all.
Yeah, I would say these CGI characters, they looked okay, but it wasn't great because of whatever. Couldn't really even tell what the fuck they look like, Joe. So maybe it was the best looking fucking CGI characters ever because they were all obstructed by shadows. Weird, contrasty shadows that doesn't fit any of the lighting of the movie at all. It's weird because they didn't light the movie to fucking look like this. They did all this shit in post, so it just looks fucking weird and unnatural and just hard to fucking watch. it took us over the course of 2 nights to
Yeah.
finish this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like a fruit because at a certain time, I'm just like, "Oh, Joe, well, I'm gonna get under the covers because this movie's putting me to sleep."
Yeah, it took us 2 nights to watch this fucking thing, and that's it. You know, that's all I can tell you. I mean, it's the extended cut, you know, which only has 7 more minutes. I looked that up too, 7 or 9, but still, you feel every one of those fucking minutes.
Yeah, like I've always said, maybe I'll go back or not go back, but maybe I'll watch the Green Lantern movie because people are saying how shitty it is. If we didn't watch the extended cut and you could see what the fuck was happening, it probably wouldn't be as bad as it is.
It still wouldn't be a good movie,
No.
but not as bad as this level. Yeah, you're right.
So it's not like, oh man, you have to see Green Lantern because it's a piece of shit. No. I mean, if you're interested, just scrub the movie to different scenes so you can see what the fucking picture looks like. And that's like, oh, yeah, that is bad. And it's not like, oh, look at this. This is all. It's just like, no, it's just all fucked up because of that. It's not like it's stupid. And like you said, the guy clearly didn't give a fuck. So it's just like, oh, a whole bunch of who fucking cares. But it's just so bad because of how it looks.
Yeah.
So it's not worth anybody's time, is I guess the fucking short of it.
Yeah, unless you do a podcast, you know, there's no reason to watch this.
Yeah. Fuck, I hope I didn't watch anything else. Talked about that, talked about that, talked about that, talked about that. Do you have anything else? Yeah, you do. But let me ask you something, Joe.
Yeah.
No, we'll wait until after Spider-Man so it's not an awkward fucking out. Maybe this will be a little better for this one episode. Then we'll go back to being complete fucking shit. So, Joe, hit us with the main event of this. I was going to say issue, but episode, the hit motion picture from the fine folks at
Wild Eye. So yes, I watched Devil Music. Look at that. Oh shit. You know, it's saying hang loose, bro.
No, this is Hang Loose.
I know.
This is I Love You.
Yes, I love you. Hook 'em.
Damn. No, that's this again.
So yeah, like the ones Tom showed you, this was loaded with extra stuff in here. You know, interactive menus.
Well, hey, can we see what that reversible artwork looks like on the
Yeah, nothing there.
I was going to ask if you can like put it in the case so we can see what it looks like in the case.
So this is about a bunch of douchebags. They got a band, and they suck, and they all know it. Every one of them has a quirky personality, but they have a manager, Tom.
Well, what kind of music is it?
They play devil music, Tom. They play rock and roll, but we don't know that because you never see them play or anything. Well, you do at the end. We'll get to that, Tom. I don't want to spoil anything yet. Well, their manager has the idea of like, hey, we need to go where Robert Johnson made a deal with the devil, you know, and supposedly Bob Dylan went there too because it's Highway 61, and Bob Dylan had a album called Highway 61 Revisited, Tom. In fact, the original title for this is 61 Highway to Hell. You know, but devil music just plays a little better, I guess. All it is them, you know, talking, you know, as on the road, you know, they're doing their quirky shit, and there's one character, and this is fucking weird, you know, it's this guy that's without a shirt, he's got spiky blonde hair. He wants to go to Oklahoma on their road trip from California to wherever the fucking, I guess, Georgia. Wants to stop in Oklahoma because the age of consent there is 16. So that's his thing, is he wants to fuck high school. It's like a big theme in this movie. And when they get to Oklahoma, all the...
Can I stop you really quick?
Yeah.
For a split second, I was about to pick up my phone and look up the age of consent in Oklahoma. And then I thought, fuck no, son.
That'll flag your ass real
quick. Hell yeah, dog.
As soon as they get there, all the other guys are about it. Yeah, we need to fuck some high school chicks. And like,
this movie sounds fucking despicable, Joe.
It is. Okay, and the manager had set this up where some guy is going to be there waiting for him and pretend to be the devil, Tom. But by the time they're getting there, you know, and they have a fucking tour bus. You know, they suck and everything. Never put out an album, but they have a tour bus.
Is it wrapped with like their album art?
No, but they do pick up 2 girls in Oklahoma.
How old are they?
One of them is 15.
Hey, that's illegal.
The other one is 17.
Hey, that's too old.
Yeah. Well, they get there, Tom.
And we're worried about saying fuck too many times. Hey, we watched this movie where fucking grown men fuck children. That's their plan. We're going to go to the fuck children capital of the U.S.
Well, they never do that, but that is their plan. They get there, and who's there, Tom? Old Tobin Bell. It's, you know, big thing. Tobin Bell as the devil. You know what? If there's a movie like this and you have somebody like Tobin Bell or Danny Trejo or like any other fucking convention guy you see, give me a few names, Tom.
I was going to say Sid Haig, but rest in empowerment.
Like he would have been. Or somebody like...
Hills Have Eyes guy.
Yeah,
Berryman.
Yeah.
Tony Todd, rest in empowerment. Bill Moseley. There's Felicia Rose.
Yeah. If there's a role with the devil in it and they're in the fucking credits, that's who they're going to play, of course. They get there, so they had Tobin Bell for a night. And
is Tobin Bell this guy?
He just kind of uses...
Is he the little Saw boy?
No, he's not playing Galacticus.
No, but who's Tobin Bell? He's the Saw guy, right?
Saw guy, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, let's play a game.
Ooh, I want to play a game with you, little 16-year-old. That's why I'm in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. You did say it doesn't matter if they were going after girls or boys. It's all fucked. Doesn't matter, Tom.
Well,
it would be fucking more horrific if it was young boys, I think, but
he is the devil. And he does give them like the fucking ability to play music and stuff. So they go to a local open mic night and they play a song, and they're, I guess, supposedly good. I guess what's, you know, people would think it's good, you know. I don't know, like the bass guitarist is like doing little kicks and shit the whole time while he's playing. And
let me ask you this, Joe. Does this bass guitarist, does he slap of the bass?
No, I don't think any of them even watched anybody play to see what it looks like. You know, I don't think any of these guys, there's not a whole lot of quality acting in this, Tom. But
let me ask you this, Joe.
They can remember their lines. A lot of them have, like, you know, long, paragraphs of shit to say so they could remember that shit, And I thought, well, like, fuck, they spent all their money on Tobin Bell because there's not any effects or anything. But then Tobin Bell's one of the fucking producers.
That might have been part of the deal, which is a shitty deal because it's like embarrassing to him. It sounds like, let me produce this movie about going to Oklahoma and fornicating with children.
It's fucked that's like a major part. Oh, yeah, fuck this movie.
We should remember to ask about this. Make a note, Joe.
Yeah, well, he didn't make this movie. And I gotta ask, when we get there or when we get to that interview, do you watch any of these movies?
No.
Yeah. Special features on this, I don't think there are any.
Oh, come on.
No, there's not. There's nothing on here. There was a
trailer. There isn't an apology from Tobin Bell.
There was 5 trailers for other movies.
Oh, God, please don't let Race War be on there. Cheeseballs is fine, but just not Race War.
So, Horror on Demand says that Saw's Tobin Bell is devilishly wicked.
Damn, that's how he does it every day, bitch. Sounds erotic there, Joe.
It was not.
Sounds like the most erotic film of the summer. Would recommend her.
I would not. 2017.
Yeah, that's do these guys at least get their comeuppance? Not like, hey, do they get to bust nuts and children, but do they get brutally murdered?
Yes, Tom, in the post-credits scene.
Oh, so you got to sit through the fucking credits to see.
It just, it just flashes on there. 3 weeks later, they all died in a helicopter crash.
What?
That's what it says,
No, it doesn't.
Some text.
Was this MASH? But the killer was in another house. All right, then. Oh, fuck.
And then Tobin Bell picks up the Infinity Gem.
I will show you the beauty of life. All right, I bet you will, oh, Toby.
Oh, shit. And yeah, Sinestro got infected with the yellow demon of fear in the post-credit scenes of Green Lantern. But I don't know. Just cut this and edit that back in.
Yeah, I forgot to talk about something, too. I forgot that fucking I had this idea for a Green Lantern movie once.
So, like, in reading on this, seems I wasn't the only one that had that idea. Seems like that was something they were going to go with. Not exactly the script that I had planned on. But yeah, somebody, because Jack Black was hot at the time, Tom.
Joe, let him know.
Yeah, so before this movie came out, I had an idea for a Green Lantern movie, and it would have starred Jack Black because he was hot at the time, you see.
And because you fucking love that dude.
Yeah, I did like Tenacious D. The D. Hot. And it would have been like, hey, he's like Green Lantern's biggest fucking fan, wearing the t-shirt and shit, but he's a dork and nobody really likes him, has respect for him or whatever. And then one day he's walking home probably from a fucking, D&D session or some shit, or no, playing Hero Clicks.
You're a piece of shit. You're too old to even know what the fuck that shit is. That shit was so fucking dumb. I didn't play it, but just like walking by and seeing that, like,
Tom's gonna bust out his big old Galacticus clicks.
It's just, hey, how can we get people to buy statues and disguise it as a game? fucking Nintendo has the same things. It's like amiibos or some shit.
Yeah.
You're all fucking dickheads.
So, and he sees like Green Lantern fighting somebody and whatever, and Green Lantern like beats this guy, but then Jack Black fucks something else, knocks some shit over, and it knocks Green Lantern out. Like, what do I do? You know, fucking Green Lantern and blah blah blah. And he drags him to his apartment. It's like, oh, we'll nurse you back to health, Green Lantern. Don't worry, you know. And like the Ring says, hey, he needs a replacement for just a little while. We're making you a temporary Green Lantern because you have heart, you know. You have
no, he has heart disease.
Blah, blah, blah. So he's out there fucking shit up, you know, but then rises to the occasion, Tom. He becomes a hero.
But since it's Jack Black, when he rises to the occasion, he'll get a boner, and we're all supposed to go.
Yeah. But that was it. They didn't say exactly what their script was, but it wasn't mine, Tom. Neither one of them got made.
All right. This shit also reminded me that you knew Green Lantern's little oath and shit. You were like, we were in the room and Joe was just like a little kid watching this movie. He was holding his fucking power fist up, reciting the fucking Boy Scout oath or whatever. So what is that shit?
Because I read a lot of fucking Green Lantern, and in comics, like they fucking they repeat the same shit. Back then, it was the same shit every month. He was gonna do the oath every fucking month. So you just fucking learned it from, you know, in brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I'm not even sure if I remember the goddamn Pledge of Allegiance, Joe.
Well, why would you? That wasn't important, but fucking comic books and shit.
But I'm like, you had to say that shit every day because of the cult of the public school system. But like, I'm trying to think, is there, I mean, songs, there's a few songs, sure, but anything like this, I don't know. That I don't know. I can't think of. Let me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Hey, stand the fuck up.
All right then. Oh fuck! I have to, don't I? Fuck! Oh, crack! Fuck! God damn it! I pledge allegiance to the flag. Hold on. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the banana republic of which it stands, one nation, under goddamn, indivisible, with liberty and justice for none. Amen. Unless you got the monies. Yeah, so I guess I did remember that shit. That sucks. Man, growing up Catholic, they really drill you two ways, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That was another kids getting fucked joke. It's like that movie. Yeah. And that's funny as shit that it's this. We got to remember to ask about that too. A lot of people fucking like you'll see pictures and it always fucking makes me laugh every single time. I don't give a fuck who does it, but when they do this and they really want to do that,
well, at least the Hordecast Live and FGP got it right.
You put those fucking I love you fingers in the chat right now. But speaking of the Hordecast Live, the fine folks at the Hordecast Live, I will be on their show Monday coming up, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time over at their page. Just look up Hordecast Live on YouTube, and it will send you right there. I appreciate those guys always giving a fuck and having me on. Thank you for sure. And former Ghost President, how much cheese is too much cheese? We're still trying to figure that shit the fuck out. But we're trying. Still no fucking I love you hands in the chat, but that's okay.
What are you
That's okay. I don't tell men I love them either. Ever since my father died, I vowed never to tell another man I loved him again.
Tom?
Joe.
Well, Spider-Man's, meant to bring the issues home with me, and they're just sitting there at this little table right by the door. I didn't bring them, but over in Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man's teamed up with Cannonball.
Fuck yeah. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I was thinking of Speedball.
Not Cannonball from
The Run?
From the Circus of Fear or Circus of Crime, but the guy from the New Mutants.
Yeah, the dickhead with the goggles and the fucking little jacket.
Well, back then he just had the little New Mutants leotard.
Joe, you can't say things like leotard anymore. The fucking leotards will come after you.
Ooh, you can't say that.
I know. I'm just telling you. You don't want to get fucking leotarded up in here.
The Leah specials. Oh, fuck. They fight the Incandescent Man or something. It's stupid. Over in Spectacular Spider-Man's, though, it has this cover, where the Spider-Mans and the Black Cat are on opposite sides of the building, and the Kingpin is superimposed like he's breaking them up, Tom.
Heard that was hard to do.
In this issue, Tom, Spider-Man's tells his origin once again.
I can't believe that shit. Well, so for the people who don't know, Joe, what is Spider-Man's oranges?
All right, Tom. He grew up a kid whose parents were spies. He didn't know this. He just thought they ran off, to join a cult.
We had a white kid. We're out of here.
And, lived with his aunt, and his uncle would molest him. But it's not molestation, they say, if you're a willing participant. But it still is,
Well, it's not so much if you're a willing participant, but it's not molestation if you both come.
Well,
don't laugh at that. That's horrible.
No, fuck all this. Black Cat tells her origin again, and then tells him, "Oh, the Kingpin gave me these powers," and stuff like this. Meanwhile, there's this guy that's been researching. Like, remember they had this big fight at the Kingpin's science labs, and
I do.
The fucking Cloak and Dagger were there. Well, he was, he did a lot of they filmed a Dagger, jumping through his cape and shit. And the guy's kind of like, I can recreate this. And he makes this big fucking orb, like a black hole, and just jumps in it, Tom. And then he comes back out. And he's like Polka Dot Man now.
Hey. It's another universe. You call the motherfucker the Spot here, boy.
Yeah. So he's a new villain that wants to go take on Spider-Man next issue. He hasn't came up with a code name yet. Maybe next month I'll find out what he's supposed to be called.
The Dalmatian.
Yeah. But anyway, Black Cat says, hey, so that's what happened. We good? Let's go do some fucking. And Peter Parker's like, no, I don't know. I got to think about this. And he swings off. Meanwhile, Tom, the symbiote, which has escaped, is out on the streets. How did it escape?
Change.
We didn't see him escape. We didn't see him escape here. We didn't see him escape in Marvel Team Up. So maybe in Amazing Spider-Man 260.
460.
Fuck, it feels like it. We'll see how this symbiote escaped.
Joe,
Hmm.
you want to put life into perspective for a minute? So we're on issue 260 of Amazing Spider-Man.
So amazing.
And that includes, or doesn't include, 18 anals. So 260 plus 18, we're looking at like what, 278?
Right.
For the last 278 weeks, we've been reading a issue of Amazing Spider-Man, and none of them has been, you know what, this one was actually really good. The best one was, yeah, it was okay. I liked it.
I did like the annual with the Punisher, where the Punisher gets his ass kicked by Dr. Octopus. You know, I have a lot of these. You know, I have at least, 80 of them. You know how many are not going into the for sale box or not currently in the for sale box because I'm still pricing them all? Three total. And this is not just amazing. This is spectacular. This is fucking Marvel team up. So more than that, maybe 150 books or so.
So this was all a ruse just so you can price your fucking comic collection.
Yeah.
So you got to get something out of it.
So like two of them are spectacular, and only that annual I think I'm keeping. This one, issue 260, it's all right. Not a bad issue. The Hobgoblin comes out, and well, wait a minute, that symbiote still trapped in the fucking Fantastic Four. So when did he escape? I don't know. Marvel got the.
It was just like Scary Movie. You see that ball bouncing, and then it gets spooktacular.
Yeah, we must be getting close to the point where Jim Shooter is on the outs, because he would have caught that shit and fucking fired people left and right. But I don't know.
Damn, speaking of Jim Shooter, rest in empowerment to the Rhino. It's fucking going. Ryan Sandberg died. God damn it.
Hobgoblin finally says, fuck it, let me go attack Harry Osborn, and like, hey, where's your dad's journals, you fucking punk? Give them to me right now. Well, Spider-Man's, I knew you were going to attack him at some point. Motherfucker, let's fight!
Stupid bitch with your goddamn horizontal cornrows. The fuck is wrong with you? Are you leotarded, you son of a bitch?
And Spider-Man's punches Hobgoblin and like punches him right into the shitter to where he's sitting on the shitter.
In the fucking ladies' bathroom.
Ladies' bathroom. And
sorry, restroom.
Has a good line. Says, what an appropriate place to kick your ass.
You fucking bitch with a pussy hole.
Yeah.
How about I shove my cock right up your pussy hole, you womanly bitch?
Throw you one of these pumpkin balls, and Spider-Man webs him up, and he has to fucking stick his fucking webbed up pumpkin hand in the
water.
In the
water of the toilet. Cherry bomb.
Yeah.
There's some good Hobgoblin shots, but like one panel next to another, it's here's the full Hobgoblin mask, and then the next panel it's in shadows with just the eyes. That's not how this shit works. He's not popping his fucking head out. It's the mask is either sticking it out, or the hood is so big that everything is in shadows. It just doesn't, that just the stick to one. The fucking, we saw his fucking face. We saw what it was like. So only from afar or in night should it be just black with eyes. Other than that, we saw the mask. We know what it looks like. There's no reason to fucking hide it anymore. It's just weird.
Yeah. Ron Frenz has never been like a great in the comic art, Tom DeFalco's obviously a good friend of his. DeFalco's writing this shit, and Tom DeFalco is not the greatest comic book writer. either, but this issue's okay. Uh, like I said, I have it. I didn't bring it home. This one's going still in the sale box, and I guess it sells for a good amount of money. You know, in like the $100 range. And the one I have is in good shape, so fuck it. You know, you want it? Let me know, you fucks.
This is the first one that I noticed that Mary Jane was actually getting started drawing like, oh yeah, this is supposed to be a hot bitch, not just every fucking lady looking the same.
Yeah, they make her hair like a little fuller, and yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, Todd McFarlane, he's the first one that made Mary Jane. It's like, no, I mean, this dude, I mean, it's starting here. So, I mean, got to give him credit for that. What was his name? Schmibly Mupp, or what did you?
Unfriend.
No, I understand.
Name's been weird. Weird.
Give me Brett Weir, I said.
Yeah, I mean, all right, I guess, But the hobgoblins still got away. Who is it? Still don't know.
And Harry Osborn's like, ooh, I'll get you. So he's about to goblin up, but he's about to goblin up. But that panel where it's like almost creep show looking, where it has the red light blasting on half of his face.
Yeah.
That was all right.
Yeah, so pretty soon we'll be seeing Tom's new hobgoblin mask.
I mean, it's on the list. I would like to. No one really gives a shit about my comic stuff. If anybody out there wants a hobgoblin mask, hit me up, and it'll be beyond fair of a price, especially if you don't mind me making more. But I mean, yeah, that would be a cool one for sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean, and it would be even cool because it would come with a little pumpkin bomb too.
fuck, Blumpkin bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, let me ask you this. You like music?
I've been known to listen to a little bit of music, Tom.
You're kind of a strange guy when it comes to music. And by strange, I mean queer. It's because you like a whole bunch of different music. You could find Joe listening to something like, huh, I wouldn't picture you listening to this. It's you just seem to like music in all different kinds. Is that fair to say?
I would say that's fair to say.
All right. Fair to mild, moderate. Mm. Well, let me ask you this, Joe. Are you a fan of ska in the 90s?
Ska. Let me look. No, I don't have a little hat here.
Would you like to borrow one?
Let me see. Do I have a little vest like that one guy that has the tiki stuff? No, I don't have a.
Oh shit. No one fucking knows, but that shit's hilarious. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That was the funniest thing of the fucking night, and nobody knows. God damn.
I mean, let's see. How many ska bands could I name? Voodoo Glow Skulls. Voodoo Glow.
We'll get to them, and it's funny that you mentioned them. That's not only funny, Joe, but that's real funny. If I don't mention them at the end, remind me.
Because the guy's Hispanic.
That's right, Joe. That's correct. Ho, 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 ho.
Like the ones that came out on the fucking radio. There was 3 of them, maybe 2 of them.
You tell me. This is you trying to name these fucks.
Big Bad Voodoo Baby or some shit.
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. I think that was more of like the swing music. Remember when swing music came back for like 2 months in the 90s? Zoot Suit Riot.
Was a documentary. That's Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
Oh, okay. They would like that movie Devil Music.
Fish, the real big fish.
The Real Big Fish.
Uh-huh.
So that's 2.
Yes. Okay. Those are the only 2 ska bands in the world.
That's correct, Joe.
Thankfully.
What about the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
I remember the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones had a radio hit.
Because of knocking on wood and such.
Yes.
So yeah, this was a pretty good documentary. It's all encompassing, like, hey, this is where ska came from.
Where did ska come from, Tom?
The heart. It came from the heart.
Yeah, yes, of course. But what are its roots? What are its ethnological roots?
I guess Europe and Jamaica.
Oh,
It was like a combination of that. It's been a couple weeks because I forgot to talk about it last week, but
indigenation, not a combination.
a monsterbation. That's what I do during October because I only masturbate while wearing spooktacular masks from DWN Productions. If you want to get ready for the spooktacular season so you can monsturbate, head over to DWNProductions.net and be a monsterbator.
Get your mask on your head, a pumpkin beer in your hand, and your cock in the other.
Damn, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start making just right hand only spooky monster gloves. No left-handed ones for you Satanist fucks. I did find out what a rude boy. You always hear, hey, he's a rude boy. You heard that before, right?
I thought it was that Pee Wee Herman puppet guy, Randy.
Randy, he's a rude boy.
It was on the back of trucks and shit.
Fuck, he was. You see the silhouettes of the fat bitches they got on there now? Shit makes me want to fucking puke. But I guess a rude boy. He would go to parties, and when they were playing bullshit, he would like fuck up the equipment and put the good shit on or something. Like the ops, he'd go to the ops' shit and like smash and break their stuff so they couldn't play it. So only the stuff he liked, the good stuff, would be able to be played. So, oh, the rude boy came and smashed up the party. But basically, what it comes down to is ska is it's like a punk band with the fucking nerd ass band kids included, because the fucking fucks who were in like high school band and shit who played the trumpet and the tuba, sure, they fucking like music, but they weren't going to be able to join a fucking metal band or a fucking hip hop thing. So it's just like, oh yeah, come and join our goofy white music. And it's just, kind of happy. I can't say happy because I wouldn't say Real Big Fish is happy music, but it's like upbeat, fun music. And I like ska music. I don't go deep. Like, I like Real Big Fish. I could name, I don't know, maybe 15 or so tracks.
One too many.
But yeah. Sublime, sorta, kinda. But I mean, they were just like, the radio was trying to break ska. So we started with Sublime, but they were hard to work with, probably because of the heroin and all.
I would say they were more like along the reggae scene,
For sure. No, I mean, for sure. But that's where it all kind of came from.
Urban.
So that, damn.
Wasn't fucking urban in Jamaica shit enough. But anyway, go ahead.
And then there's the radio was like, oh, they're too hard to work with. So there's this other band, No Doubt. So then that's how it started getting out there and shit. And then you had like Real Big Fish, Mighty Mighty Boss Stones, Less Than Jake, Goldfinger, shit like that. And I mean, there was a few solid years, but it kind of came and went. And it's just surprising that you fucking, like, I get it. These fucking goofballs, some of them dress like Jesus Christ. How am I even supposed to associate myself with any of this when you're wearing your father's fucking old suit? And that's supposed to be like, oh, yeah, this is fucking cool. So I get it. I get it. Like the fucking dude from Real Big Fish. I wouldn't dress like that, but I enjoy the music, but I wouldn't dress like that. So I get it. But just the fact that they like have a horn section and shit, I would have figured you could appreciate it for that. But
every time I see a horn section, Tom, I always feel compelled to yell, "The trumpet! The trumpet!"
Why are you compelled to do that, Joe?
Just something in, in my blood.
So they talk about, they interview a lot of fucking ska bands, like the big members are Real Big Fish. Like, I mean, all the ones you would think would be interviewed are, because what else are they doing besides not selling CDs? So it says, oh, well, where's ska at now? And this is why I thought you would appreciate it, because it turns out that Mexicans now are running with ska because of the trumpets and the tubas.
Trumpet.
You see. So they're hearing that and incorporating it into their shit. And there's a lot of Mexican ska bands, I guess, at the time that this was. And then the members, the old ass members of the Voodoo Glow Skulls come on. And they're just like, oh, yeah, I can go to one of these shows, and these people don't even know who the fuck my old ass is.
So, a few years back, I went to go see the band Fear. I was excited to see that old punk band, and they hadn't played for a long time. Now you can see them all the time because, it's like all these bands that haven't toured forever. And then they, see, oh shit, we made some money. Let's keep doing this.
It's the nostalgia's coming back around for that stuff.
So one of the opening gigs on this, or one of the opening bands, was the Voodoo Glow Skulls. And I thought, really? Like, are they going to do like all the fire and like all the shit? Nah. It was like 5 dudes. They had one horn player. It's very, very scaled down, It was just, I don't know, because ska is not big, Tom. It's not those 2 years that you were talking about, And yeah, it was okay, And like maybe 1 or 2 of the original members, and the other people are young dudes, And they're not doing El Más Chingón, It's not. I don't know. It was weird.
I mean, if you were able to pull this out and talk about Voodoo Glow Skulls like that, maybe you are a little skankster there, Joe.
With my little string.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, their style of dress is definitely dickhead-esque, but some of the music I do like. I don't go deep, but there's a few Less Than Jake tracks, a few Goldfinger tracks. I I had the fucking Mighty Mighty Boss Stones fucking CD everyone had, but I can only remember that one song. It's just like everybody now is like, oh man, I got Mudvayne nostalgia. Fuck yeah, you remember Mudvayne, 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 Mudvayne. I had that fucking LD50 CD. I listened to that shit all the time. Only fucking song I can remember is Dig. That's fucking it. I don't know anything the fuck else. I had a poster. I had a shirt. Only thing I can remember off that fucking album is Dig. Good song, but that's all I could fucking remember. And I listened to that shit all the time for a couple months.
Yeah, there's been a couple of bands that I pop up once in a while, and it's like, oh fuck, I liked that shit like a lot at one point. And it's like, this sounds fucking bad. But no, the thing is, we're talking a lot of shit. But music is just like movies, like what you like. If there's something that speaks to you, fucking jam it all you want. Don't give a shit what anybody says about it. Just fucking feel that music in you, baby.
Yeah, I know the fucking kind of music you people listen to. Fuck. And I listen to ska.
Hey, you listened to it enough, and you had enough memory about it, or you came across a ska documentary.
Yeah, and it was pretty good.
Well, good. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. And it was called what again?
Suck It Up, Get Sucked, You Fuck, Ska in the 90s, something like that.
The trumpet.
Yeah, fucking the one who the Trumpster, I thought it was called. So yeah, after this I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch a Real Big Fish live fucking concert.
Oh shit.
So I did. And I was like, yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty fun. I had a good time just fucking drinking, listening, fucking painting shit, whatever the fuck I was doing. And then another one started playing. And about 10 minutes in, I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I had enough of that. I'm good. I got it.
Yeah.
I think I watched the best one first.
There's definitely some genres that I'm like, all right, after 3 songs, that's enough, dude. Like, let's switch genres or some shit,
But I mean, it was all right. It was just the same shit. It was just like, I just heard it. I just heard the same shit and it sounded better. But yeah, it was all right after that. Excuse me. I've been listening to a couple Real Big Fish songs here and there, but yeah, I mean, I've seen them in concert before. Like I would say maybe that's, I mean, yeah, if we're going like actual bands, I would say that's one of my favorite bands, but I'm not really a big music guy, so I don't think I could fucking, hey, name 3 of their CDs. I don't know. I stopped listening to music and then I joined a Juggalo cult for years and it was kind of that, so I don't know. I'm sorry. I can name you fucking 18,000 ICP songs if you'd like, but and I tried listening to that shit recently. Like it would just come up when I'd listen to music and I'd be like, just click next. But then Halloween on Military Street came on. I was just like, all right, they do have some good stuff. So people out there, make more spooktacular Halloween fucking music. That's the way to go if you want into my heart, which you wouldn't. I'll just call you fucking Mo and be like, I don't know, Joe, but you had some extra time to think about it. So what's next week gonna be? What are we gonna be watching next week, Joe?
Maybe I'll pick a director again because that felt great. You know,
we haven't done that before.
Yeah, we see movies that we usually are not on our radar. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll do our unseen Julie K. Smith movies. I don't know, Tom. I don't know, but it'll be great regardless.
All right. Well, let me know soon because I'd like to get it out of the way.
All right. I'll let
Shout out to former Ghost President. Shout out to the Hordecast Live. Again, I'll be on there Monday, 7 p.m. Central. YouTube Hordecast. Check it out. I don't know why they won't fucking have you on, Joe. I keep telling them.
Rip. One thing I forgot to mention is the name of their band that they choose at the end is Toxic Shock. And that's supposed to be real funny because that's
all right, Joe. Just
type thing.
No, let everybody know what toxic shock syndrome is.
It's just some shit where I don't know. It's an infection, when women are having their period, but that's what they decided to name their band. And old Tobin Bell, who plays the devil, says, "Really? That's what you name? Do you know what that is?" Yeah, it sounds cool. Yeah, well, all right. And then they look it up later when they're in the. And it's supposed to be real funny, but just like rest of the movie, it's not.
Always change those teapans, fellas. So I think George was here. So yep, he was here earlier. So shout out to him too. Hey, Toxic Drip, Toxic Shock, terrific. Everybody, thank you for sitting around, whatever the fuck this is. We appreciate it. dwnproductions.net if you want to give me your hard-earned money. Fast Custom Shirts if you want to give Joe your hard-earned money. You don't have to, but you probably should because we will think better of you for it. Until next time, Joe. What?
I'm going to hit him with a little boy gob.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com. Until next time.